I think by now we all know about the massive success of superheroes in today's world, with the Marvel Cinematic Universe generating billions of revenue and DC Comics pumping out a new TV show like every month. There's no shortage of content around, and although both Marvel and DC have made some sort of effort for diversity on the silver screen, there's still much more work to be done, which is why I have made this series. Every episode I'll be showcasing superheroes who belong to minorities and unrepresented groups. This episode will be about black superheroes that you need to know about, like right now. I will be showcasing some amazing superheroes that you may not have heard of and that I think should be on TV or in the movies. Number 1, Miles Morales. If you're a Spider-Man fan, then you most likely already know who Miles is, whether that be from the superb Into the Spider-Verse movie or his appearances in some of the cartoons. If you don't know who he is, Miles Morales is an alternate version of Spider-Man, and depending on what type of media you're consuming, he is either the main Spider-Man in his own universe, or he shares the stage with the more widely known variant. Miles made his first official appearance in the comic Ultimate Fallout in 2011. He was introduced as the new Spider-Man in the Ultimate Universe, an alternate universe designed to attract new readers. After the tragic death of Peter Parker, Miles rose to the ranks and became Manhattan's next famous wall crawler. He has the same base powers as the original Spider-Man, which includes superhuman strength, agility, reflexes, stamina, and of course the spider sense. But he also has a few unique powers, such as the Venom blast, which is like an electric shock, as well as a camouflage ability, which basically makes him go invisible. If you know me, you'll know that I'm obsessed with everything Miles. I've been reading his comics for almost 10 years now, and I own all of his stories. 2. Ide Okonkwo, aka Oya. Oya is a Nigerian superhero who happens to be part of the X-Men. She made her first appearance in Uncanny X-Men, issue 528 in 2010. She was introduced as one of the 5 Lights, who were special beings that unlocked mutant abilities during the event No More Mutants, where 90% of the population lost their powers. Oya was just your ordinary 14-year-old girl until her mutant powers manifested. Unfortunately, she was unable to control her powers, and this resulted in her burning down her village and killing her family. Luckily, she was found by Storm and the other X-Men, who took her in and trained her to control her powers. Oya was quite a prominent character in the X-Men comic for a while, and she proved to be a powerful ally, but due to her age and inexperience, she decided to join Wolverine at the Jean Grey School for Higher Learning, where he became a teacher and mentor figure. As of recently, she's been on the team All New X-Men, which includes many of the younger mutants. Her powers are thermokinesis. This basically gives her the ability to alter temperatures around her. This may initially look like she's generating ice or fire, but what she's really doing is channeling the temperature around her and enhancing it. For example, if she's around fire, she can rechannel its temperature, making it ice. Also, for you anime fans, it seems that she may have inspired the creation of the character Todoroki from My Hero Academia. They both have very similar powers and they both have red and blue eyes. Number 3, Gentle. Nezero Adebemi, aka Gentle, is a mutant of Wakandan and Russian descent. He made his first appearance in the All New X-Men Volume 2, issue 23 in 2006. Gentle is another young hero. He was brought up in Wakanda, and when his mutant powers manifested, he was sent to the Xavier Institute of Higher Learning to study and control his power. Gentle hasn't really done anything of significance. He mainly plays a backup role. This is what happens when you're part of a huge cast. You can usually find him fighting at all the big X-Men events. Gentle has the ability to increase the muscle mass of his body, allowing him to drastically increase in size and strengthen instantly. This gives him extreme superhuman strength and durability. It was even stated that at his peak he could go toe to toe with the Hulk. This would make him one of the most physically strongest characters in Marvel. Unfortunately, his powers put a massive strain on his body. It's not uncommon for him to pass out after using his powers. He did get some vibranium tattoos though to help manage this, but Gentle stated that at some point it will be unable to help him. For Duke Thomas, it's time to give DC some love. Duke Thomas goes by the alias The Signal. Duke is actually a member of the Bat family and was trained by the Dark Knight himself. He was first introduced in Batman Volume 2, issue 21 in 2013, where his parents were unfortunately exposed to the Joker's toxic gas, which made them go insane. This resulted in Duke going rogue and he joined a gang of teenage vigilantes who created the We Are Robin movement. Now, after the group was disbanded, Duke was taken in by Bruce Wayne and was trained to become part of the Bat family. He is now part of Black Lightning's group, the Outsiders, which includes Batman. After being trained by Batman, it was revealed that he was a metahuman. If you don't know what this is, it's essentially DC's version of mutants, a species of human that have a gene which causes them to develop superhuman abilities. Duke's ability is photokinetic vision. This allows him to process the way light goes through his eyes in different ways. This gives him a multitude of powers, including X-ray vision, telescopic vision, microscopic vision. He has precognition, which allows him to glimpse into the future, and he also has retrocognition. This allows him to see where light has been inside a room. He also has this thing called infinite bloods, which means he could possibly be immortal. This makes him the ultimate detective as well as fighter. Celia Winwood, Jett. She made her first appearance in Millennium issue 2 in 1998. Jett is another DC superpowered being who happens to be part of the superhero team, the New Guardians, a group consisting of individuals of several different nationalities. She was given her powers by a race of aliens called the Zamaron because she was deemed worthy. Her powers include electromagnetism. This allows her to control electronically charged particles. She can manipulate sound and darkness as well as fly, and she has enhanced hearing. She also suffers from AIDS, which has been a plot point in a lot of her storylines. And she made a cameo in Young Justice. Number 6, Ngozi Impala. And next we have another New Guardians member, and this guy represents South Africa. Impala is a speedster who first appeared in Super Friends issue 7, where he helped out the Flash. Being that he's a speedster, his powers are self-explanatory. He can run super fast. We don't know how fast though. His powers did impress the Flash, who is known as the fastest man alive, so you know, that says something. He also has super leaping, which allows him to jump great distances. He was seen in the Batman Brave and the Bold cartoon. Number 7, Ngozi, Venom. She made her first appearance in Venomverse War Stories issue number 1. So I think this has to be one of the coolest characters on this list because she was created from a collaboration between Nigeria and Marvel Comics. She was a Nigerian girl from an alternate universe where she's a host of the Venom symbiote. Her strength was recognized by the Dora Milaje of Wakanda, and she moved there to hone her skills and to study. She was eventually named the successor to Black Panther. Since she's a host of the Venom symbiote, she has all of Spider-Man's powers as well as organic webbing and moderate shape-shifting abilities. 8. Adam Brashear, Blue Marvel. He made his first appearance in Adam the Legend of Blue Marvel issue number 1, 2006. Adam was a former Marine officer who was exposed to a mutagenic reaction. This resulted in him gaining superpowers. He then went on to fight crime in 1960s America under the alias Blue Marvel. Unfortunately, due to the racial climate, he had to wear a mask to hide his face. When his identity was found out, John F. Kennedy of all people asked him to retire. Years after this, he was able to become Blue Marvel again, and he joined the superhero team, the Mighty Avengers. Blue Marvel is like really powerful. He's like contender for one of the most powerful beings in the Marvel universe. He can absorb and manipulate energy. He has hypercosmic awareness, not invulnerability. He has literally survived a nuclear explosion and a hydrogen bomb. He can manipulate antimatter. He has enough strength to contend with the Hulk and Hyperion. He can also fly. He ages really slow, and he has super intellect. He's a powerhouse. Number 9, Jakeem Thunder. Jakeem is the current owner of the Genie Thunderbolt. He made his first appearance in The Flash Volume 2, issue 134 in 1998. Jakeem was a kid who grew up on the streets of Keystone City, and he was known to have a foul mouth. He was eventually given a special pen from Jay Garrick, the original Flash, which allowed him to summon a genie. He soon became a core member of the Justice Society of America. Like most genies in non-fiction, Thunderbolt can fulfill any of Jakeem's requests, though he has to be careful because the genie will perform any wish. Literally. Jakeem will be played by Alcoya Brunson in Stargirl. Number 10, Patriot, Isaiah Bradley. Patriot is a Captain America-inspired vigilante who first appeared in Young Avengers issue number 1 in 2005. Elijah was the leader of the first iteration of the Young Avengers. It was later revealed that he was the grandson of the Black Captain America, Isaiah Bradley. Unfortunately, Elijah didn't do anything noteworthy other than, be in major Marvel events. After his comrades became full-fledged Avengers, Elijah gave up the superhero life, and another person, Camille McFadden, took on the mantle. To begin with, Elijah had no superpowers. He used to consume a mutant growth hormone, which granted him super strength and durability. He was then given a blood transfusion with his grandfather, which gave him the same abilities as Captain America, which is really just being at peak human fitness.